Alright, before we get started with this video, I just want to go ahead and say again, of course, rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi Bryant, and of course to all the other people who were tragically killed in that helicopter crash, man. It's already been a year since that happened. It doesn't even feel real sometimes, to be honest, as someone who grew up such a big fan of basketball, right, of sports in general, and just, being a Heat fan, I wasn't always like having Kobe be my favorite player. I was always more of a Wade fan, because obviously he played for my team, but man, I always knew that Kobe was just phenomenal, man. Just an absolute great athlete, a great person on and off the court. And I think people forget often that there were other victims of that crash as well who often go unnoticed, and I, of course, want to extend, my thoughts to those who lost their lives outside of the Bryant family, so like I said, it's been a year since that happened, man, and it, once again, still doesn't feel real sometimes, but knowing that it's been a year now, of course, people are talking about it again, right? Like, it's become kind of a big topic again. People actually, are like, they're posting even tributes to Kobe. Like, for instance, I saw the Miami Heat posted one on their official Twitter account, and, it's become a big topic again, because obviously no one expected for that to happen. That's a 1 in a trillion odd opportunity kind of thing, just a big freak accident type of thing, but it's become big again because everyone, a year is kind of like a weird milestone for that kind of stuff, right? If you've ever lost somebody, a year is always kind of, it's a bad time to think about it, of course, but of course, people, though, took the opportunity just straight up running out of the gate to go ahead and disrespect such a person, man, and I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 here, bro. We're not doing that on Kobe's day, okay? Like, we're not doing that on Kobe's day. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos where we talk about these kinds of things, I guess in this kind of realm of opportunity or whatever for these people to do these things, you'll know that Twitter stans are quite a problem, okay? So if you don't know what a Twitter stan is, if you don't use Twitter, which I just really can't blame you, as the stock market shutting for the day has decided to, or opening for the day has decided to destroy my eardrums, but these people, Twitter stans in particular, are people who genuinely just don't have very good lives. I mean, a lot of these people, of course, come from a position of privilege, like their families are probably well off, at least well off enough for them to have internet and whatnot, but instead of doing literally anything else, these people dedicate their entire online lives to worshiping and idolizing a celebrity to the point of absolute lunacy. Now, I like to bump my Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron sometimes, Kanye profile pictures, Lil Uzi Vert profile pictures. But these people will take it to the point of literally only talking about these specific celebrities or degrading people for not liking these specific celebrities, nothing else. And so what they do when their favorite celebrity is not getting enough attention is they will occasionally jump into the other trends on Twitter, and they will then basically fuck with people there and just basically not have a life, not have friends to go outside and do things with, not probably doing well in school or the workplace, not dedicating enough time and mental effort toward it or anything like that, but these people spend their whole time online just being complete degenerates. Now, of course, there's some good stans who, they idolize this person or whatever, but they don't take it to the extreme of harassing other people or being complete losers. They are respectful to other people, or at the very least, they just don't interact with them at all. But then there's like this loud portion of the stan community on Twitter that are just fucking assholes. They're unbearable and, in effect, actually make you dislike the celebrity they represent more because of their actions, which is counterintuitive, but they have decided that Kobe Bryant is the target, the crosshair, I guess, of their day today. So you're going to see here, this is actually all in regards to a tweet between Kobe Bryant and Ariana Grande, which means that these are mostly Ariana stans. I think everyone is better than that random overhyped black guy. Okay. These are comments both coming from the same person here, okay? These are people who all kind of came together to do it, but these two comments came from one person, okay? So, Kobe is overhyped and untalented. Yeah, he's not one of the greatest athletes of all time, regardless of sport barrier. He's not widely regarded as a great husband and father to his children, anything like that. He didn't influence millions, if not tens, if not hundreds of millions of people's lives in some way. Yeah, that guy, he was so overhyped and untalented, right? How many people do you know have dropped 81 points in an NBA game? How many people do you know have done that before? Let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit of an inside tip here. If you don't watch basketball, there really isn't that many people who've done that. And then, of course, race had to get brought into it, because why else could you find a reason to hate on somebody? Like, dude, People are so fucking weird for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is, I don't get the mentality that people honestly have when it comes down to, like, saying stupid shit like this. And don't get me wrong, like, I understand what's going on here, you know, they're trying to troll, they're trying to upset people, they're trying to fucking make their day worse. Trust me, I get that part, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that you have a mentality that is so horrible, the fact that your life is so unsatisfactory that you genuinely get excitement in providing these kinds of hateful things towards people is fucking ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? And they don't even get paid to do this. They do this with their own time and on their own dime, if you know what I'm saying, if they're paying their own internet bill, which I would assume most of them aren't. So we're gonna move on here. His only personal trait was being black, nothing else. We're not even in the dimension of reality at this point with how these fucking people are acting down here. Yeah, Kobe wasn't, of course, one of the greatest motivators of our time, you know what I'm saying? The Mamba mentality, that didn't influence so many lives, including my own, and if you watch sports, to a certain extent, probably yours too. Not one of the greatest basketball players of all time, one of the greatest NBA players of all time, one of the greatest athletes of all time, right? Just, he was never considered any of that. Once again, known as a great family man and being very supportive of his children and his wife, Vanessa. And this one's coming from a Taylor Swift fan here, so yeah, that's awesome. But then we got, no one cares about that. I'm not even gonna say it because it's literally just a fucking straight out racial slur. But Nicki outsold. These people are so fucking weird, bro. Like, I don't even feel like I need to say anything about this. I feel like if you have like a normal functioning human brain, you should be able to just kind of look at this shit and be like, yeah, this isn't right. They always have like this weird thing that they all fucking say with like, oh, insert celebrity outsold or outperformed. And it's like, okay, so you're celebrating the accomplishments of somebody who you don't know and who honestly would probably watch you get hit by a fucking semi-truck than for them to lose like $46 in revenue. So you already lost at life right there. Like, you're not even celebrating. You have no accomplishments of your own to celebrate. And like, you have all this fucking free time, but no accomplishments to celebrate. Like, you lost at life right there. And I mean, let's go ahead and do a little comparison for the sake of just doing one. Okay, so obviously they are in two completely different sides of entertainment. Kobe played basketball, Nicki sells rap music, right? Which do you think in this crossover episode would be more likely? Do you think Nicki Minaj is more likely to win finals, okay? Win the championship in the NBA 5 times, the finals. Win it 5 times. Be one of the most distinguished players in the league's history. Represent the United States on one of the greatest Olympics basketball teams of all time. Be a key element in one of the most storied sports franchises regardless, as the Los Angeles Lakers are. Do you think she's more likely to do that than for Kobe Bryant to put out a rap album and sell 300,000 units in the first week, being an established celebrity figure globally, and being widely admired by the general public of planet Earth? Which do you think could potentially happen a little bit quicker? I'm going to go ahead and assume that Kobe could probably rap better than Nicki before Nicki would be a better basketball player than Kobe. So let's go ahead and settle down with the comparisons. So then that unfortunately isn't it, right? You know, Stan Twitter, they were on their bullshit. But of course, regular just stupid Twitter, I guess is the best way to put this, also had their fair share to say about the whole thing. So Vanessa can turn her TV off and log out of all her social. Today is about Kobe, not her. Eat a dick, girl, respectfully. I think the quote tweets there says it all for us here. So, yeah, the wife who lost her beloved daughter and husband in this helicopter accident, this freak accident, dealing with the 1-year anniversary of the loss of her family like that. Yeah, fuck her, she can turn her TV off and log out of her social medias. No need for her to try and, you know, have some entertainment in the household. No need for her to try to get her mind off shit. Yeah, eat a dick, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, how fucking dare you try to mourn the loss of your daughter and husband? Like, respectfully though, how can you do that? It's probably much more upsetting to someone like me, a random guy on Twitter who never met Kobe. I didn't even get to see him play in person. I just grew up watching him on TV and playing as him in video games and whatnot, but it's probably more upsetting for someone like me who's never met the guy than it is for the wife, right, who lost her husband that she'd been married to for fucking God knows how long, and literally her daughter that came out of her. Yeah, you know what? She probably isn't as affected by this as me. She should turn off her social media and TV. You know what? This is just not the day, fellas. We're not going to slander Kobe. We're not going to be assholes. We're going to be respectful, okay? Because Kobe Bryant is a person who deserves that. Kobe Bryant deserves his respect just as much as he deserved it as when he was alive. The fact that I got to witness his final career game where he dropped the insane stat line as a retiring NBA player, but the insane stat line to play 42 minutes in your final game, get 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, a block, all while dropping 60 points to lead a 17-65 Los Angeles Lakers team that you're retiring on to one more victory to cap off the season. That was absolutely phenomenal, and it's one of my favorite sports memories of all time. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. I also want to give a quick rest in peace to Six Dogs, who it also turns out was reported dead today after an apparent suicide. I actually enjoyed some of his music, and I wanted to go ahead and also give him some respect, as I believe that he deserves. With that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, not taking the Kobe slander, and signing out. You've seen cool stuff in your life before, but you've never seen cool shit like this. Introducing Horser. Are we sure what it is? Not really, but is it interesting? Absolutely. Optimus, what do all these luxury cars and videos of horses and nature have to do with Horser? They're specially crafted in that order to make you want to buy shit. To make you think to yourself, oh, this Horser brand represents luxury and wealth and nature, and I need that. So fulfill the advertisement's role and go buy it. Horser, keep it on you, or some shit like that.